Hi, good evening. Good evening. I am a little bit later than usual today. Apologies for that. Today I'm going to talk to you about deepening your practice. But before I do so, I just wanted to remind you, if you're watching me, please do give me a little thumbs up or a heart just to let me know you're there, and feel free to put comments and questions in the box. So yeah, I'm a little bit later than usual today. I didn't know if I was going to have time to jump on here. I'm teaching at a festival in Kent called Shimmy and Shine on Saturday, and I've got two new costumes ready for that and for some other events coming up as well, Infusion Emporium and an event we're doing in Brighton as well, so, and Dublin. So it's busy performance time for me. But anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm glad I managed to jump on here to talk about deepening your practice. Now, what does that mean and why did I want to talk about it? I've been discovering, as I've got more experience with moving my body. I know that seems like a silly thing to say, moving your body. Obviously, we move our bodies every day. But what I mean is doing either dance practice, doing movement practice such as strengthening, flexibility, or cardio, whatever it is. The more I get into it, the harder it becomes in a certain way. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I actually mean it in a good way, because I think as you become more experienced, you are able to actually really look much more in detail at what you're doing and question your movements and make corrections. And sometimes you find you might have been doing a move a certain way for a long time. And I'm talking about any movement here. This could be dance, this could be a sit up, I don't know, anything that you're doing to move your body. But you could be discovering that you're moving it in a certain way and you've been doing this for a long time, yet perhaps it's not the best way to be doing it. You could be doing it in a more efficient way. You could be doing it in a way that's better for your body. Or you could be even finding a deeper, more, I don't know, getting more deeper into the muscle fibers. If you're talking about dance and if you're talking about strength and accessing as much of the muscle as possible, then you can access that more when you are a little bit more experienced. I'm going to give you an example because it's quite a difficult thing to explain. I'm going to talk about the glute bridge, which is one of my favorite exercises. And if you are watching at home or somewhere where you can do this along with me, then please join in. If not, or if you're watching it on, you can always catch up, obviously, and do bookmark it, and you can jump in and do it with me later on. So I'm going to, hopefully you can see me okay. I'm going to lie down, and I would assume most people know this exercise. I'm doing the version, not a yoga version, which is a lot about spinal extension, but I'm doing a more Pilates style fitness version, which is targeting the glutes, hamstrings, but also it's fantastic for your spine, fantastic for your core, etc., etc. So if you're doing this with me, you can follow along. Make sure that your heels are quite close to your butt, but not too close. And I'm just going to scoop and lift the hips up. But yes, that's a whole other thing. Anyway, we are going to use our glutes. And now I'd like you to just take a moment to find your neutral spine. And then from here, you're going to start to press the low back into the floor. And we're going to move super slowly here because we want deep practice. So I want us to get deep into the muscle fibers. So I'm thinking about pressing my low back into the floor, and hopefully you should be feeling your glutes firing a little bit. And you want to think about the bit where your butt connects with your hamstrings, so the back of the legs. I'm also thinking about peeling the spine vertebrae by vertebrae. So I really want to get spinal articulation here. So I'm squeezing my bum as much as I can and slowly starting to peel up off the floor. And I'm breathing, I'm not holding my breath. I'm squeezing my bum some more. I'm lifting up some more, really thinking about articulating through the spine. And as I'm going, I'm finding that I'm connecting more and more and more with more bits of my butt, if that makes sense. And I definitely never used to do this when I was first starting out doing these exercises. So I'm not going to go all the way up for now. I'm just going to roll down, but feel free to continue with this. And just one vertebra at a time, slowly, 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 slowly. And unwind. So, I'd be really interested to hear your thoughts on this. If you are experienced at moving your body in whatever way, it doesn't have to be dance. I'd love to know how you find your practice has developed over time. Have you found things to get easier? Have you found things to get harder, and in what way? For me, I find with dance practice, for example, I am able now to go back to really basic movement and really like look at the aesthetic of it, drill down into some much more intense detail than I used to really fine tune and hone that movement. So I'd love to hear if any of you guys do that, and what experiences you have from doing that. And it's also really useful just in our daily lives as well. We're talking about dance, we're talking about doing like fitness practices or movement practices like Pilates or yoga, for example. But what about something like, I don't know, reaching for something off the shelf, you know? How do you do that? Like, it's such a like standard movement. Or perhaps reaching for something behind you, or grabbing your seatbelt to put in, you know? How do you do that movement? Where are you moving? Are you moving in a way that's good for your body? You know, good to have a look at some of these regular movements and see if there's anything in those that are potentially going to cause any issues later down the line. Do you know what I mean? Are you really twisting in a certain way? Are you reaching and not feeling very stable? These are just some certain things to consider. I'd just be really interested to hear your thoughts on it, really, because it's something I've been thinking about recently. Sometimes I wonder, do I overthink things? Should I just let the movement be? Yeah, definitely up for your comments on this one. It's not a finite answer, so please do let me know what you think, and put your comments below. Give me a thumbs up if you're interested in this, or if you think I'm just talking rubbish, please feel free to say so as well. I'm always interested for some for your feedback, basically. Got a couple of weeks now until the next Solaris Movement Challenge. So if you haven't signed up and you'd like to join me and like to get deeper into your practice, or perhaps start a practice, you can sign up on the link in this in the comments box on this live video. And if you have any questions about this, please do let me know, and I will see you soon. Thanks ever so much. Bye bye.